Alright, so let's take a look at the setup here. So we got the grenade dropping drone here. The drone itself has the variable name drone grenade, and in the init field there is has ammo equals 1. We will get to that later. And then for the trigger we have this on radio alpha. It is on repeatable, and the condition for this trigger is has ammo 1. So that means if we start our mission, we already have one grenade equipped here. And the condition for the grenade to fire or be dropped is that one grenade is equipped, and then on activation we activate the grenade with this command on the position of our drone, and after that we put have ammo to 0, so we can't just fire grenades infinitely. And that is basically the setup for the grenade dropping drone. Now if you wonder how can we rearm this drone, we have a rearm station for grenades. So I've put down just a military box, and over the military box a trigger, which is called rearm trigger. The condition is that the drone is in the area of the rearm trigger, and if the drone is in the area, then we check. If the drone isn't equipped with a grenade, it will be equipped with one. But if it is already equipped, it won't do anything. And it will also display some hints. If the drone is rearmed, it will display rearmed drone with one grenade. And if it is already armed, it will display your drone is already armed. And then for the kamikaze drone, it is a bit more complicated. So first off, the variable name is just drone. Now the trigger. So we don't need anything here on activation. We don't need it to be repeatable because the drone will be destroyed upon hitting a target. So this only needs to be run through once. So if the drone takes damage more than 0, in this context 0 means healthy and 1 dead, then on activation we create a list of all nearest objects near the drone, and this will be all vehicles like tanks, APCs, just nothing from the air or nothing on the water. And we create a list of 10, and then we make a new variable. Then we take the vehicle sorted to number 1 into this new variable. Why 1 and not 0? Because 0 would be the drone itself, so the drone will trigger this explosion itself, and we don't want that. And then we will spawn a bomb on the position of this vehicle, and if the drone is touching the ground, then we will also explode something, but it's not a bomb like here, it is a demo charge. That means that if the drone hits the ground, there is less damage. And then with these two last lines we will just ensure that the drone is completely damaged and that the bomb will set off for sure. And then of course we need a UAV operator, which I've already put down. So let's test it out. Let's take the kamikaze drone first. And there is a APC. And you heard the explosion. We can go into spectator mode and spectate. Okay, so now the drone is also realistic. Like, it didn't have a really great impact on the APC. It was not completely destroyed, but it was definitely damaged. If we would do the same with like a truck, then the truck would explode. Actually, matter of fact, we can try that. So that means the less armor, the more damage. And yeah, the higher the damage, the higher the chance of complete destruction. And as we see, the truck has almost no armor and is completely destroyed. Now this does also work when the drone hits the ground, for example against infantry. Alright, so there's a squad there. And we can wipe out easily almost the whole squad with this little drone here. Yeah, the whole squad is wiped out. The great thing is, this does also work against like houses and stuff. You can test it out on a house. For example on this house. Yeah, so there was major damage, and yeah, so it also works with buildings and all kinds of objects. Now for the other drone, the grenade dropping drone, it is a bit more complicated to aim, but it is possible. So let's just test it out on the squad. I'm just adjusting my position, and now with radio alpha I can drop my nade. It's not dealing that much damage as the kamikaze drone, but that's not the goal here. Okay, now that we dropped the grenade, we can go back and rearm our drone. There's our rearming station. And you see we hovered over the station, and our drone is rearmed. The cool thing is we can also trigger it by just flying over the target. Don't need to actually stop. We can just drop it while flying. That also works. Oh, that was a bit late. Yeah, that was a bit late, but I think, yeah, it did damage. I think it injured one guy here. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it. This whole thing is a composition, as you can see here. And this composition is public, so I will put the link in the description. You can download it if you want and copy my code here. I hope this code helps if you want to have some nice drones in vanilla ArmA 3.